What's going on, Gigi gang? Tesla down 15% today. If I look like I'm a complete mess, maybe that's part of it. But to be honest, it's mostly because Abby and I welcomed home our baby boy last weekend, and I want to talk about a lot of things that are on my mind, Tesla related. But first, I just want to excuse myself with my appearance, with my brain fogness, whatever it might be. So I hope you bear with me in this video, despite my shortcomings, which, to be fair, if you've been watching me longer than a few seconds, you probably have already seen a few. Tesla down 15%, and here's what I kind of think is going on. I called it the quadruple, I called it the trifecta, right? Macro is down massively on the tariff situation that's going on between the US and pretty much everyone in the world. Here in Canada, it's a whole nother situation we don't have to get into specifically here about, but I want to keep it Tesla oriented. So Nasdaq's down like 4 or 5%, right? So with the beta of 2, meaning a 2 multiplier on it, Tesla should be down, that explanatory effect should be down 15%. If you look at crypto's been dumping too. Bitcoin is sub 80K again. Remember, we were sitting pretty above 100K there for a little bit. So yeah, Bitcoin's down massively, 20%. Actually more than 20% since all-time highs, but there's a lot of liquidity coming out of the market there. And despite there being that ongoing joke of Bitcoin and Tesla very much does follow crypto, or crypto follows, I don't know what the explanatory effect there is, but there is a degree of correlation there that happens. So, with Bitcoin crashing, you can add a couple percentage points to the just high beta stocks in general, ones that trade in the same kind of risk level for investors, as like say Tesla. And Tesla does own some Bitcoin, but I don't think that explains it. Anyways, there's that. The estimates are also coming down for Tesla this quarterly this quarter is actually coming to an end pretty close here, which is nuts to say. But essentially at this point, we're sitting where estimates might still be too high, potentially. And then last but not least, actually it's a quadruple effect of what's going on with Tesla. Last but not least, by the way, I'm on FST here, so don't worry. There is, in my opinion, a coordinated short attack on Tesla going on at the moment. And maybe not just even Tesla, but we can broaden it to all Elon related products. There was a video, I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, out on Jacob Hilton's Twitter or on X, you can go check him out, where he retweeted someone, a protester that's sitting in front of a Tesla showroom and saying, "Out with Elon the Nazi," or whatever it said. And then this guy goes up to him and kind of talks to him about it, and he's just like, "Yeah, I'm just being paid to stand here." And he's like, "What? You're just being paid?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's weird." So there is funding at the grassroots level to push against what Elon is doing with Doge. And this is not a sympathy video in the sense where I'm going to defend everything. I'm just trying to point out the simple facts here, that there is a pool of money that exists, that is out there, and that's hiring people to stand in front of Tesla showrooms to virtue signal. Now, that's the kind of stuff you see from the Chinese government. Like here in Vancouver, we get some protests that later we find out the Chinese government was like, funding this protest group and that. Like, these are the kind of stuffs you see from like the deep state level. And the fact that we're seeing it with Elon and Doge makes total sense. I mean, Elon is getting rid of millions, billions of dollars of funding or slush funds or NGOs or whatever, and probably indiscriminately. I don't know if it's not possible to really for me to sit here and defend every move that he does, and that's not the business I'm in. But he's indiscriminately doing it, and so I'm sure there's a couple of good actors in there that are getting screwed with what's going on. Fair enough. But the bad actors, the ones that were benefiting from all of the slush fund money that was going around for so long, right? The deep state, with the power that they had for so long, they are fighting back. Like, sometimes when you want to go grab a cat, you see a cute cat, you're at your buddy's house, you're like, "Man, let me pet your cat." And you go to grab this thing and it's just squirming away from you, and then it's like a big hissy fight. Listen, this is the level of metaphors that I'm currently at the moment as I'm talking about that. But like, this deep state is like this hissy fit cat that is in complete mode to defend, complete self-destruction mode, and willing to do whatever it needs to defend himself. That's where we're sitting at currently. And so I made a video last month, which some people were giving me a hard time about. I said, like, well, this too shall pass. It might take a few months, but it'll pass this noise level. And then we had this meetup last week in Vancouver with the Juju gang, and Gary Mark set up for, it was like a Tesla X crossover, great time. And basically the consensus seems like till next July, while Doge is still around, is going to be like the noise is going to continue until then, and perhaps. Now we can talk about zooming out, what it means and all this stuff, but I just want to sit here and say, like, Tesla's current stock price, I think like I was saying before I got rudely interrupted there, I think about 10 out of the 15% here on Tesla's stock price, 12 maybe out of the 15 is explained by all things not Tesla related. So yes, Tesla had an ugly day today. I'm not here to say it wasn't. I'm not here to defend anything. I'm just saying I'm looking at the facts and going, most of this probably can be explained by general market, plus a couple of related industries also being down. The whole market is dumping. So on a day like today, by the way, the entire pre-Elon, where am I going? The entire pre-Trump premium is now essentially baked off. Like we do not have that anymore. So anyways, I'm gonna try to figure out my way around here. Just heading to the hospital to pick up something, but I hope everything's well with you guys. I hope everything, despite everything that's going on, you're able to stay sane. Like I always say, don't try to follow the stocks every single day. If there's no news, we know there's going to be a lot of noise for the next little bit. It kind of is what it is, and I guess that's easier said than done. But I hope everyone a happy, healthy rest of the week. I'll try to make videos when I can, but you're going to have to stay subscribed because it might be a little bit more impromptu than I'd want it to be. Much love. Dash sign off. Catch you in the next one. Peace.